I know you guys are gonna feel me on this one, but every time I look at my old 360 collecting dust mites on a dresser, I get that small kick of what it feels like to be a kid again. You know, like my brain will be flooded with memories and I can't help but relive them anytime I see like old footage from a game I used to play or just anything that reminds me about it. I just feel like there's something so comforting about like remembering coming home from school and instantly fiending for your Xbox controller, booting that bitch up, or like waking up on a Saturday with no responsibilities and just waiting for all the homies to get on. Like, I remember being overly geeked during my last hour of school and all I could think about was getting on the game. You know, you've had a long ass day of drinking Capri Suns and studying prefixes to hop on with your boys. You know, just to get quick scoped by some autistic 12-year-old whose name has so many X's his shit looks like a fucking tic-tac-toe board. It just made it all feel complete, honestly. Like, I feel like gaming didn't feel like such an escape at like that time. It just felt fun, you know what I mean? Like back then, the most terrifying thing in the world would be like when you're balls deep in a round of Origins with your boys and you hear your mom yell your whole government name, so now you're mid-argument with your mom while your boys are trying to make it through a fucking Panzer round. Like, that was my biggest problem back then. Now I have bills. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, gaming wasn't competing with much back when you were a kid besides, like, school and whatever chores your happy ass was put to do. It was something, like, you looked forward to every day. Like, it was the main event of your day. Now, like, trying to schedule a gaming sesh requires a fucking congressional meeting with the Council of Excuses. And I totally get it, because, like, I'm at fault for this too, you know, like relationships, work, college. I mean, fuck, even just wanting to sleep or scroll instead of getting on is something like we all probably have to deal with. Like, I disappeared so hard from my homies that play games, they were probably convinced I fucking joined witness protection, bro. But you know, back then it was like normal when we were 9 to spend like a weekend on Minecraft colonizing a sandbox, and it just felt productive. Like, you and your homies would be so proud of the progress you made on your world. Now I feel like a waste of a human if I spend more than an hour playing games. It was just so alive back then, bro. Like, all your friends were always on. Now it's like the scarcity of playing is gone. Like, you guys can get on whenever you want now, and I think that like kind of made it feel less special. Like, the anticipation of waiting all day and not having other distractions isn't a reality anymore. Like, just for a second, do you guys remember how simple it used to be back then? You know, like, I feel like none of us were like insanely good at games, but like the competitive scene obviously nowhere near as big as it is today, but like everybody was using mics that sounded like they were savaged from a pick and pull lot, and control freaks that were more worn than my fucking car's tires. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, everything was a lot more simplistic back then. And I think it's so cool that, you know, you guys watching this that have never met me, but we all share relatively the same experience when it comes to gaming. Like, if we're around the same age, you know? Like, when I was a kid, FaZe Clan was huge, and I was super into the Call of Duty scene. I remember watching FaZe's sub team, Red Reserve, and other teams too, and just being so amazed by some 19-year-old spinning in circles and shooting aimlessly. Like, that was one of the coolest things in the fucking world back then. Like, nowadays, everybody's fucking 0.1% pro gamer, best of the fucking best whenever I get on a game, it feels like. Like, you guys remember playing COD and you don't clutch around, just getting ear fucked with racial slurs the whole time. Everything was at like fucking 20 FPS, and the vibrancy of the colors in the game were like way brighter. Everything feels so gray and dull now, dude. Like, that shit was really the golden era of gaming. Like, I can go play the same games today and only be entertained for probably 30 minutes before that feeling of nostalgia leaves me, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm bored. I just think that nostalgia is like an interesting thing because it convinces you that things were perfect when they weren't. Like, to be real, half the time we were raging and getting completely fucked on the game, but it was like the grind of doing it with your boys is where that beauty lies, I feel like. And I don't think gaming necessarily changed because, like, when I look at my little brother, he's going through the same things that we went through with gaming at that age, like with his friends. Like, you know, they got their own inside jokes, their own late nights on the game, you know what I mean? And he'll probably look back at this time in his childhood when he's older and think the same way that we all do about that. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, I don't think gaming really changed too much. I think it's that, like, we all change, and that's okay. But it sounds stupid, but like, I really have had trouble coming to accept that. Like, I don't know, how can I explain it? Like, it's like going back to your old school and everything's still there and the same, but it just isn't, you know? Like, there's just something missing. But with all that being said, I don't think I'm chasing old games, but I'm chasing a feeling that I just won't experience again, you know? And coming to terms with that is rough, but there's got to be other people who feel the same way as me, right? I don't know, that's kind of why I was making this video. I guess to just like put it in one sentence, like, I miss a version of my life that doesn't exist anymore and won't ever again. You know what I mean? I don't know. Lately, I've been slowly getting back into gaming, and it's just hard when you got a bunch of other shit to worry about. But hey, on a side note, there's now 20 of you fucking virgins subbed to the channel. That's crazy as fuck. Like, I would do a giveaway, but the only thing of value I own is this sick ass LED keyboard. No, seriously though, I really didn't think I'd even get like 5 subs, so I know it may not seem like a lot, but it means the world to me that other people share the same thoughts as me and like, you know, enough to support it, you know what I mean? Also, I found the mic I want to buy, so expect that to be here in like 2 weeks probably. This video was kind of a spin-off of my I miss old YouTube video, because you guys went fucking crazy on that. 300 fucking views. Like, that's nuts. That's stupid. I just want to say thank you for the fucking love lately, dude. Once again, like, it means a lot. I'm going on vacation for a few days, so this is going to be the only video out till like probably Monday or Tuesday. If you guys got any ideas of like what you want me to do for videos, like we could do story times, we could do videos like these where we just talk about shit, like let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all I got. See you guys next time. Deuces.